Presenting Pegasus by Mrs. Fenolio's class.
A long time ago in ancient Greece, there was a very special horse named Pegasus. He was special because he had great snowy white wings that could lift him high into the clouds like a bird. Everyone loved Pegasus, including the gods on Mount Olympus, but no one could ever get too close to the gentle creature.
A young man named Bellerophon was especially drawn to watch the winged horse. Bellerophon was rumored to be the son of Poseidon, and as he grew up, he believed this to be true and wished to have the same fame as the gods had.
One day, an idea came to him.
How could I prove that I am as great as the other gods? I know, I will capture and ride the beloved Pegasus. Then everyone will know my greatness. But how will I capture the great winged horse?
Bellerophon decided to sleep in the temple of Athena, hoping that the goddess of wisdom and warfare would hear his wish to capture Pegasus. When he awoke the next morning, he was so happy by what he found.
Wow, a golden bridle! Athena has answered my wish. Now I will capture Pegasus.
Bellerophon set out to find the mighty horse. After a few days, Bellerophon spotted him drinking from a bubbly spring. He slowly approached Pegasus and was surprised that he didn't fly away.
Athena's magic has worked.
Bellerophon slipped the golden bridle on the horse without any problem. He then climbed onto the horse and flew into the morning sky like a cool breeze. Bellerophon thought of himself as being the master of land and sky, but he still was not as famous as the gods.
I can now soar high into the clouds, but I am still not as famous as the gods. What brave task can I do to gain fame?
Bellerophon and Pegasus set out to seek fame and adventure. One day, Bellerophon visited King Proteus' land. He was initially welcomed in, but King Proteus soon became jealous of Bellerophon's notoriety.
I wish to get rid of Bellerophon. If I kill Bellerophon, the gods will surely punish me since he is a guest in my land. King Iobates owes me a huge favor. I shall ask him to do away with it for me. King Iobates knew that he did indeed owe King Proteus a favor, but he also knew that the gods would punish him as well if he killed Bellerophon. He would have to send Bellerophon a quest so dangerous that he would never return.
You wish to be as famous as the gods, and I know what you can do to prove your greatest. You must set out to kill the dreaded Chimera, then everyone will know your name.
I accept.
Bellerophon sets off in search of the part dragon, part lion, and part goat. He flew to the top of a high mountain where the Chimera lived.
The Chimera shot flames out of its nostril as pretty as water shooting out of a hose. Bellerophon stayed just far enough away to escape being toasted like a marshmallow. He flew round and round the horrid beast until the Chimera became dizzy and disoriented.
Woo.
Then Bellerophon shot arrows into the dreadful monster, ending its life, and then returned victoriously.
Chimera is slain.
You're phenomenal. Please stay in my kingdom. Bellerophon continued to do other great deeds for the king, and soon everyone knew Bellerophon and his bravery. He was known as the greatest hero throughout the land and was admired by everyone.
He eventually married the daughter of King Iobates and had great wealth and fortune. However, Bellerophon was still not content.
People think I am a hero, but they still do not think of me as a god. I shall prove my godliness by moving to Mount Olympus.
Bellerophon continually flew on the back of Pegasus trying to reach Mount Olympus.
I just know that Mount Olympus is my destiny.
But Pegasus knew that mortals were not allowed on Mount Olympus, and so he did his best to avoid going on when Bellerophon urged him to do so. One day, Bellerophon got Pegasus to fly so high that they reached the gates of Mount Olympus.
Take me inside! Take me inside! I wish to enter the gates of Mount Olympus.
Pegasus knew that mortals were forbidden from entering Mount Olympus. He had no choice but to throw Bellerophon from his back. Bellerophon fell to the ground and was crippled and permanently injured. He lost all his fame and fortune that he once had. On the other hand, Pegasus was rewarded for keeping Bellerophon off Mount Olympus. He was rewarded with a spot in Zeus's golden stables for his good deed. Zeus would call upon Pegasus to bring him lightning bolts when he was angry with mortals. Zeus would then throw the lightning down to earth. At times, Pegasus would return to earth. He was still loved by all and had earned what Bellerophon would never accomplish, a place with the gods.